What's up, Greg? So as a YouTuber, you know, I'm always looking for ways to stay relevant. One month, I'm starting an OnlyFans. The next, I'm getting wrapped up in drama with the hottest TikTok stars. What can I say? I'm a hungry little clout goblin, and it looks like I'm about to get fed. Because for whatever reason, over the past couple months, I have been the target demographic for an ad campaign that's been across like all of my social medias for this class called the Fame by Shiraz Masterclass.
My name is Shiraz Hassan, and I'm the biggest fame dealer in the world, and I'm looking to create the next Kim Kardashian. They call me the biggest fame dealer in the world. And who have I made famous? Paris Hilton, Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber, Jennifer Lopez, Priyanka Chopra, and many of the biggest social influencers in the world.
This guy is saying that he made Kim Kardashian, Justin Bieber, and Selena Gomez famous. He's not just saying he helped them in some way. He's saying he made them famous. This man thinks he's Kris Kardashian and Usher and Disney? This man thinks he's Mickey Mouse? I doubt it. Also, what I'm hearing him say is that he's made all of these celebrities famous, but all that I'm seeing is that he's like stood near a bunch of famous people once. Yeah, there he is actually making Selena Gomez famous by sort of just lurking near her while she's talking to somebody else. And it might be kind of true that he's like way over exaggerating his relationship with some of these celebrities, because he apparently also used Charli D'Amelio in one of these ads, and then she threatened to sue him.
Hey Charli D'Amelio, this is Shiraz. I have a message for you. Doesn't matter what you do in your career, you're always gonna need fame. If you want your show to be a hit on Hulu, you're gonna need fame.
Shiraz has some kind of connection with the paparazzi. He posted this video on the Hollywood Fix, which if you've watched my video about them, you know, like just kind of stalks celebrities and takes pictures and videos of them. So basically what he's saying here is like, look, Charli, I hate to break it to you. I know you have hundreds of millions of followers, but the only way your TV show on Hulu is gonna do well is if you don't sue me. Is if you stop suing me right now, please. I'm just saying, think about every popular TV show you've ever watched. Euphoria, Breaking Bad. Did they sue me? No. Because nobody knows who I am. It took me a while to figure out like exactly who this guy is and what he does. And every time he shows a big celebrity talking about himself, it's either like really vague or in the past tense.
Hi Shiraz, how are you? Hi, this is 50 Cent. Hi Shiraz.
Hey guys, I ran into Shiraz. Him and I really worked together for a while.
Hey, yo, what up, Shiraz?
Which is a little bit suspicious. Kind of makes me wonder if these people are actually endorsing him.
Shiraz is the American dream.
Or if they even know what they're saying. What up, Shiraz? So it's just that you wanted me to read? Oh, Shiraz? Yeah, I haven't seen that guy since the day all that money disappeared out of my bank account and he skipped town, but yeah, that guy was pretty cool. Hey Shiraz, really sorry to hear about your condition. Get better soon, okay, buddy? We're all rooting for you. But from what I've gathered, Shiraz is basically a glorified paparazzi. He's in the same realm as like the Hollywood Fix and TMZ and Perez Hilton. And he also occasionally works with celebrities to like drum up buzz. You know how like you hear celebrities are really in cahoots with the paparazzi? This is who they're in cahoots with, basically. So did he make Kim Kardashian famous? No, probably not. Did he go to Dubai with her once? Yes.
My first time I ever went to Dubai, Shiraz took me to millions of milkshakes.
And I don't know about you guys, but I can't think of a single moment in Kim Kardashian's life that has made her more famous than that one time she went to Dubai. Happy birthday. So I'm not exactly sure why I keep getting these ads. I swear to God, I'm not constantly Googling things like how to be famous, someone please make me famous, Shiraz, how can I be the next Kim K? You'd think he'd be trying to target like up and coming actors living in LA, musicians studying in Nashville, but now that I think about it, I guess every 27-year-old guy named Daniel that lives in Illinois I've ever met has been trying to be the next Kim K, so it makes sense. And with an ass like mine, I thought, shit, I think I've got a pretty good shot. So I signed up for the course. So the ordinary price is $997, but for a limited time, I can get it for only $297. Now, I've been thinking about making this video for months, and this has said that for the entire time, which you might see as a red flag, but I just see it as Shiraz being very generous. A limitless pill for fame? If this course was a pill, it would be considered the limitless pill for fame, a smart drug for people everywhere looking to rise above the competition and mediocrity. Just imagine secrets that can help you to rise above your competition and develop a bulletproof brand. Okay, if this is being marketed towards like regular people, I don't understand who their competition would be. Like Alan that works at the grocery store in my town is also gonna rocket to fame, and I've gotta make sure that I sort of keep the spotlight on me. Emancipate you from obscurity and the pit of the unknown. Tap into and unleash the hidden powers of the rich and famous in your own life, and move ahead in your business and go higher by being famous at what you do. So I like that he kind of leaves it open, like no matter what you do, you can get famous in this course. If you like walk dogs for a living, you're gonna be the most famous dog walker in the world, all right? You're gonna have dogs chomping at the bit to get walked by you. You're gonna walk into a dog park and the dog's gonna be like, holy shit, it's him! It's the guy! Holy shit, walk me, daddy! Save $198 today and get instant access the entire 10 classes inside the Fame by Shiraz Masterclass for just $1,000. No, only $297. Hold on, save $198 because it used to be $1,000 and now it's only $300. Math checks out. Due to the sensitive nature of the information provided to you in this course, all sales are final and non-refundable. Complete my purchase. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Processing your order for a limited pill for fame? Question mark? Why is there a question mark there? I feel like that should be an exclamation point. Is this what you're gonna be getting? I don't know. We might just send you a hoverboard and that's what you bought.
Do you want to be famous?
Ah, Jesus. Class 1, what is fame and why do you want it? The first class starts off in the scariest way possible. Shiraz makes becoming famous sound like the most treacherous thing you could possibly do.
What my eyes have seen, I can tell you is scary. The dangers, the sacrifices, the pain, the love, the drama, the stealing, the theft, the betrayal. I've seen it all.
I've seen it all. Because I've done it all. Stay away from me, I'm a bad guy. It immediately becomes clear that Shiraz has a very complicated relationship with fame. On one hand, it's made him rich, and on the other, it is very scary and will definitely ruin your life.
It's such a lethal, powerful drug.
Lethal?
And you know how many people sleep with people to become famous? Let me tell you something. If you sleep with anyone to become famous, those people are not real. They're not real.
Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do any of that. He's making being famous sound awful. Don't get me wrong, there are 100% problems that come with being famous. We've all seen those play out in the news time and time again. But like Shiraz, you're selling a product here, man. Have some tact, dude. Do all master classes start like this?
Do you want to be famous?
I was also not expecting this class to be so spiritual.
It's such a lethal, powerful drug, and you need to make sure that you have your spirituality in check. Have that belief in God or whatever your spiritual belief is. Have something, meditation, silence, whatever it is. You need that, because on this side, temptation is gonna come and say, no, the devil is gonna say, no, do this.
I thought this class was gonna be about like, get yourself a good manager, you know, find an agent. But in the first lesson, he's like, you're gonna need God or meditation to get through this shit, or you're gonna die. You're literally gonna need Jesus, or you're gonna end up selling your soul and your body to the devil.
Do a deal with the devil.
I do appreciate the warnings though, because it really makes it seem like Shiraz believes in his class. He is so certain that like a few hours of him talking in this white void are gonna make us famous that he has to like warn us not to get too carried away.
If you feel that energy is around you and it's gonna make you compromise your own morals, you're telling your partner, your lover to do something else, when really it's killing your soul, what are you doing?
I'm not doing anything. I just started watching the class. Should I be doing something?
Do a deal with the devil.
Is everyone else who's watching this class right now like trying to cheat their partner out of money? Is that what I should be doing?
The reason I created Fame by Shiraz, in all honesty, is because I wanted a safer environment for my two beautiful daughters.
Why would any of this happen to your daughters?
I didn't want to see them go through what I see on a daily basis with people wanting to become famous.
I think the best way to shield your daughters from this is maybe not like introduce them with the scumbags you work with that are apparently like selling their bodies to the devil. Maybe just like don't introduce them to those people. The rest of this lesson, we don't learn anything about how to become famous. Shiraz basically just tries to like hype himself up as the guy who knows about fame, but just kind of ends up making himself seem like a terrible person. He continues talking about how much of a drug fame is, and if you get a little bit, you're always gonna want more. And an example he gives, he implies that Meghan Markle's marriage to Prince Harry was all some sort of like calculated move because she wanted to be more famous.
There was an actress, okay? Her name was called Meghan Markle. She raised the bar so high that I just don't want to be famous as an actress. I want to be a princess. So guess what? She becomes a princess.
And then on top of that, he says, but that wasn't enough for her. And actually, the reason that she left the royal family is because she wanted to come back to LA to be even more famous.
Think about that. She is a princess. She has everything in the world. Unhappy. Harry, if you love me, we need to go. We need to get out of here. But where does she want to go? There are hundreds of countries Meghan Markle could have gone.
Yeah, but she's from the US.
She came to one place and one place only, my friends, ladies and gentlemen. It's called Hollywood.
Meghan Markle is from Los Angeles. She was literally born and raised in LA. Yeah, of course she's gonna move back there, dude.
I want to be a princess.
How weird would it have been if Harry and Meghan were like, hey guys, we're leaving the royal family and are moving back to, of course, Liechtenstein. Before we get any of the juicy steps to success that Shiraz has to share, Shiraz has to tell us how he got to where he is today. And let me tell you, it is a weird ass story, dude. To condense his 20-minute long story into a very brief explanation, Shiraz moved to LA from London when he was a young adult, and one day while he was crashing on a relative's couch, he decided to call up an Indian TV station and just be like, hey, I want a TV show. I want to introduce Bollywood audiences to Hollywood celebrities. I can bring you all the Hollywood celebrities. And they were like, do you know any Hollywood celebrities? And he was like, no. And they were like, yeah, okay, you can have a show. So Shiraz, out of seemingly nothing, gets this TV show on an Indian TV station, and he's immediately freaking out. Shiraz is like, oh no, I have this like incredible opportunity, but I literally don't know any celebrities. Until one day, as he was praying by the Hollywood sign, as you do, a man emerged out of nowhere walking his dog on the trail and asked Shiraz what was wrong. So Shiraz explains the whole situation, and the man is like, oh, I can help. I'm the president of CAA, which, if you don't know, is literally one of the biggest talent agencies in the entire world. And that is the story of how Shiraz got access to all of the biggest celebrities in the world. Shiraz, were you stalking the president of CAA?
And the first thing I said to the guy, I said, I don't know who you are.
Yeah, okay.
All I'm asking you is one thing. I want to be a princess.
So this is what qualifies Shiraz to teach us how to become famous? Shiraz, I don't even know if you know how you became famous, man. It seems like you just kind of stumbled into it. I mean, I don't want to discount your hustle, dude, but it honestly seems like sheer luck if this is the real story.
Literally overnight, me and my business partner, we locked down all those paparazzi. There's about 15 of those guys. And all they did was control Britney Spears' every movement. And overnight, guys, I was filming Britney Spears' every move.
Yeah, dude, I don't know if that should really be one of your proudest moments. Definitely something I would have stopped bragging about like a long time ago.
I then took that content and distributed that content all over the world. And this is when Britney Spears was going crazy, guys, shaving her head, beating everyone up. It was the meltdown of Britney Spears.
I think Shiraz might have single-handedly ruined Britney Spears' life. Shiraz? Fuck you, dude. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe the reason Shiraz is warning us about all the fucked up shit that could happen to you when you get famous is because he's the one doing it. He's warning us about himself. Breaking news tonight, an actual sicko is on the loose. This man has been charged with 7 counts of being an actual creep and a total weirdo. Authorities say if you see this man, run.
We know what your X factor is now. Whether you're a brand or whether you're an influencer. That's what we've been talking about over the last course.
Wait, what? Did I miss something? This is class 2. And the first class was just about how scary fame is. When did we talk about an X factor?
Okay, there's no one else in the room. Just you and me. That's it. You've told me your X factor.
No, I didn't tell you shit, man. You told me you were gonna make me famous. You didn't say I had to have an X factor. That was never part of the discussion. You hounded me down on Facebook until I clicked on your course, and now you're like, so you got an X factor, let's see it. You think you're a big shot? Let's see that shit.
First thing that we need to do right now is type your name into Google and see what comes up. Because that's gonna tell me from a 0 to 10, where are you? Because you're telling me you've got the X factor.
I didn't tell you shit, man. I never said that.
Now, this is the moment of truth. This is where you and I, okay, got to be honest with each other.
Oh, okay, we're being honest with each other now? Sweet. Were you stalking the president of CAA? At this point, I'm just wondering if we're ever gonna start learning how to be famous. When he finally starts jumping into like tangible steps on what to do, they couldn't be any less helpful.
Have you trademarked your name?
No, why would I do that?
Remember before you told me, oh, I'm so big, I'm so this, I'm so that. That's all amazing.
Who were you talking to before that said all this shit? It was not me. When you're recording right now, are you seeing yourself in the little screen? That's not me. He also says we need to make sure we have a Google panel. Check. It even added 1 inch onto my height, apparently, so I'm seeing results already. He also says we need a brand guide to make sure that like the fonts and colors we use are consistent.
So now let's talk about your brand guide.
It's like, dude, this is not gonna make us famous. Can we skip this shit? This is stuff that like in the grand scheme of things does not matter at all. And who am I showing this to? Let's say I'm like the next Charlie D'Amelio. I just want more people to follow me on TikTok. I want to have 100 million followers like Charlie D'Amelio. Who am I trying to impress by having a consistent font? Who's gonna like be watching me on TikTok and be like, hold on, I gotta make sure this kid has a Google panel. Can we please move on to something helpful?
If you go the traditional way, It's okay, but it takes a long time. And the traditional way is you calling up, emailing, begging. Look how desperate you look right now. If you're a brand, if you're an artist, and you're calling up, cold calling, emailing, begging someone to write a story on you.
Okay, but isn't that like what you did?
I want you to study, let's say 100 of the top people in entertainment who are writing stories.
No, I'm studying you. You said you can make me famous. You're in my industry. I'm studying you. Shiraz, please just teach me how to be famous, man. He's like, all right, guys, first tangible step on how to become famous, you're gonna find someone who knows what the fuck they're talking about, all right? Because I do not. He outlines a strategy at the end of this lesson if you're like some up-and-coming actor or a brand to get journalists to write articles about you. And basically what he says is just like find a bunch of journalists and follow them and just start liking their tweets. And they'll start writing articles about you.
Beautiful comment about an article that they wrote. You know what they're gonna do? They're going to show that to all their friends right there at dinner. Oh my God, look what this person just wrote about me.
Wait, guys. Some 16-year-old TikToker just liked my tweet about the disappearing middle class. I think this could be the next big thing.
Oh my God, this guy's great. Why? Because they don't get attention.
Seems very mean to journalists also.
Then you're going to say how amazing this photograph that they took. Oh, what a beautiful handbag. You're basically going to schmooze them. You're going to work them. That's what you got to do. That's what it's about, networking. You're now going to have a dialogue with these people. Now you're going to start DMing them. Now you're going to have a relationship with them. Now guess what you've just done?
Destroyed the journalistic integrity of this person. That's what you've just done. Congrats, dude.
If you want to be successful, please, I'm begging you, guard your inner circle. Anyone says to you no or takes you off the path, get the out of my life.
If anybody tries to stop you from using a consistent font across all of your websites and social medias,
get the out of my life.
Murder them. Your friends are gonna be like, Danny, stop liking journalists' tweets.
Get the out of my life.
Come hang out with us. You've been liking tweets for 7 days straight. Cut them off, dude. It's not worth it. By class 4, we are finally starting to get into some actual advice. Shiraz tells us we need to write down our goals, know why we're doing this. He goes into creating FOMO for your brand, disrupting, that's a big thing, you gotta disrupt. And I'm like, yes, Shiraz, actual advice. I knew you could do it, dude.
Define your goals. Where am I going? Where's my start? Where's my finish? What's my roadmap? Where am I going? I need to understand. What are your goals?
Shiraz goes into a couple of interesting topics, one of them being the concept of earned media versus paid media. Paid media being things like billboards, while earned media being things that just like naturally get people talking. He uses like wearing something crazy to a red carpet as an example.
How do I stand out? Is it your fashion? Is it your statement?
Is it your fashion? Is it your personality? Is it your loaded handgun that you just fired into the air? It is all a very interesting topic of like how to get people talking about you and stuff like that. But at this point you may be wondering, wait, how did we get to a red carpet? To which I'd respond, you made a Google panel, didn't you? Another example he gives of earned media is that he, I guess, invited Michael Jackson's children to some event for an energy drink after they hadn't been seen for years in public.
I invited the Jackson family. By the way, when Michael Jackson died, their kids have never been seen out. So I told the brand, I said, what we've got to do, I've got relationships with those talents. I will do a deal that gets them to come to the red carpet event.
Remember guys, fame is a drug. It ruins people's lives. It makes people do awful things. Also, I brought these children out of hiding and threw them to the wolves, and it was very epic.
Mr. Pink ginseng drink.
Lindsay made the announcement at the Mr. Pink ginseng drink launch party.
A launch party for a new ginseng beverage.
And I love that he's using this example too for some energy drink that I've never heard of. And I guess it all worked out in the end because we created so much publicity for this product that nobody's ever heard of it before. So I guess it's a good thing that Michael Jackson's kids came out of hiding for this one.
This is the most healthiest drink that I've tried and I love it.
Also, Shiraz, how would you say this applies to someone who doesn't know Lindsay Lohan and Michael Jackson's children? Throughout this course, as Shiraz is giving examples of the people that he's helped in the past, you start to realize, like, wait, this is for a certain kind of famous person. Like, even if this advice did work, you're not gonna see like Joaquin Phoenix showing up on the red carpet with like the day's news printed on his t-shirt, which is another thing that Shiraz recommends you do.
You could have something that is in the news right now. Everyone's talking about it.
You're not gonna see like Daniel Day-Lewis showing up on the red carpet in a t-shirt that just says like murderer still at large, last seen on Park Avenue. The types of people that he mentions throughout this course are like Kim Kardashian, Jake Paul, Logan Paul. I don't know if you remember when Jake and Tana got married. There was some guy that like splashed champagne on Tana like as they were saying I do, and he got like dragged out by security. Apparently that was a Shiraz stunt to get people talking about the wedding. He admits in this video that he paid that guy like $10,000 to do that just to get people talking about the wedding. So yeah, it's worth mentioning that like even if the tiny sliver of advice that he gives in this does work out, it's going to make you the next like Logan Paul. So do with that what you will. The rest of the course is pretty boring and I don't really want to show the whole thing. It's just kind of him talking about what to do after you've gotten famous. You guys are all famous by now, right? You guys are all, okay. So you'll be set to watch this by the time you get here. But it's about how to deal with talent and brands, networking, how to close deals, and finally he gives us a roadmap where he kind of summarizes the whole course.
Remember, this entire course, unscripted.
Wait, you didn't plan out this course? I paid $300 for this and you didn't script it out? The fuck? Well guys, I honestly learned a lot from that, and I think it's time that I create my own course.
Do you want to cook delicious home-cooked meals?
Well, let me tell you how it goes, all right? And welcome to my course on cooking delicious home-cooked meals. You got two ways to do this, all right? The first way, going to the grocery store, is scary. It's terrifying, it's stressful, it's not fun. But the second way, ordering HelloFresh is honestly pretty easy and fun. It's fun, it's quick, and best of all, it's not gonna ruin your life. You guys know how much I love HelloFresh. It's America's #1 meal kit. Personally, I'm not a good cook. I only know a handful of recipes, but when I get going on a HelloFresh meal, oh baby, I feel like Marcel towing himself. But HelloFresh doesn't just offer dinners. HelloFresh Market is your one-stop shop for all things food. They got meals, they got snacks, they got sides and desserts. I really appreciate how committed HelloFresh is to making their products sustainable and fresh. HelloFresh is the first carbon neutral meal kit company, and nearly all of their packaging is recyclable. Their recipes feature produce that go from the farm to your doorstep in less than a week, so you know their spring menu is gonna be featuring some pretty fresh flavor. So if you wanna check out HelloFresh and get 16 free meals plus 3 surprise gifts, then head on over to HelloFresh.com and use my code TrulyGreg16, and you can get up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. Sounds pretty fun to me. Again, this will not ruin your life like fame will. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out HelloFresh. All right, guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, I guess, and you're welcome, because you're all famous now because of me. If you're new here and not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is what I call my fans, and you can become Greg if you just subscribe and turn on my notifications. We are the fastest growing army on YouTube. Do not look that up, please. It is true. And I'll see you next time. Bye.